that discussion and the breaking news. And joining us now to continue the conversation is Democratic Congressman Subramanyam of Virginia. He's a member of the Oversight and Ethics Committees. Congressman, lots to talk to you about today, but let's pick up where we just left off. You have seen this IG report. It confirms Hegseth shared classified information on Signal. I know you have called for him to resign. He put out a statement falsely claiming the report exonerates him, so it doesn't sound like he's planning to go anywhere. Could he be impeached over this? What does Congress do now with this report?
If anyone else in the military had done this, they would have been fired. And let's remember, it clearly says he put troops at risk, the men and women in uniform at risk. And the second thing, and something that your team was alluding to before, I don't think this has been corrected. I don't even know if they're still using Signal or not. That could be true because they did not cooperate with the IG in any way. He didn't hand over his phone. The DOD they recommended that the DOD put in place a program where they're checking whether everyone's doing this and checking whether this is being fixed. And they ignored that part. They didn't do a system-wide sort of assessment of trying to fix this problem. So for all we know, he could still be using Signal, and I think he probably is, to be honest. And so, again, the only reason we found out that he was doing this is because he accidentally added a journalist to the chat. And so we wouldn't know otherwise. And this is his specific personal device is an especially important target for adversaries. Wherever he goes and grabs coffee, his laptop. And so for him to use his personal device is especially dangerous to our men and women in uniform.
So is Congress prepared to take any action?
Yeah, well, I want him to come to my subcommittee. I'm the ranking member for Military and Foreign Affairs. I want him to come and testify on exactly what corrective measures have been taken, what he did do, and then I would like to see him turn over his phone. And then I would like him to be impeached, or else I want him to resign or be fired. Whatever it is, he is not fit to serve anymore. This shows it. What's happening in Venezuela shows it. And really, this entire year has shown that he was never qualified in the first place, and he shouldn't be serving as our Secretary of Defense.
His leadership has been questioned now by members of both parties, especially after the reporting on those boat strikes in the Caribbean. You're the ranking member of the Military and Foreign Affairs Oversight Subcommittee. We know your colleague Jim Himes said video of the attack was one of the most troubling things he's seen in his time in public service. What questions do you have for Admiral Bradley, and what are you going to do, or what are you going to ask your colleagues who have had a chance to talk to him?
What's the real justification for this? The sort of company line right now is we're trying to get at drug trafficking, right? But then you've got the president going off script and saying he wants regime change. You have him threatening Maduro, right? I think what they really want is regime change, right? What they really want is to provoke a war with Venezuela, right? That's what the president is saying. That's what the indications from the White House are saying. And so they're kind of going off script and kind of hinting at what this is really about. And if the president wants to drag us into another forever war, the supposed, Nobel Peace Prize laureate in waiting, right? That's on him. But he needs to come clean with this real reasoning for bombing these boats. And if he really cared about drug trafficking, then he should seize what's on the boat, check what's there, what evidence is there, and also seize the people who can help you find more boats and more, supply chain. And so even if what they were going after is drugs and drug trafficking, they're completely inept at doing it.
Congressman, we are also tracking this breaking news of the pipe bomb arrest. What more are you hoping to learn from investigators about this?
I want to know why it's taken so long to identify the suspect and bring him into questioning. It looks like he's actually from Woodbridge, Virginia, which is close to my district. And it seems like this person was out there for, 4 years or more after doing this heinous crime and was not detained and arrested. And so why has it taken so long for law enforcement under both the Trump administration and the Biden administration to apprehend this individual?
Congressman Subramanyam, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We know you have a busy day still ahead with all this breaking news. And when we come back,